Hey guys, so I know some of you are still struggling with expressions and equations, so I figured I'd make a short little video. I'm not going to take much of your time. I just want to show you the difference between the two and how to properly solve them and the proper format for your answers. So to get started, we will do expressions. So the first thing about expressions that you need to remember is you're not solving for anything, you're simplifying. So all you can do for an expression is combine like terms. You cannot solve for anything. There's not enough information. So for our first example, I'll do 3m plus 6m plus 9. Okay, so you have to start off by finding your like terms. In this particular expression, m would be the like terms. So 3m plus 6m can be combined. So 3m plus 6m is 9m, and then plus 9. That is your answer. You cannot simplify more than that. You cannot solve for anything. There's not enough information. Okay? So expressions are pretty easy. You're literally just simplifying. So a little bit of a harder one would be with parentheses. Now, you need to remember with parentheses to use your distributive property. So for this particular expression, we're going to take p and multiply it times the 3, and then p times 9. And anytime you multiply a number times a variable, it just becomes that number and the variable. So 3p plus 9p. Now, some of you answered this way, and I accepted it this time. Going forward, it will not be an acceptable answer, simply because it is not simplified to its smallest form. So what you would need to do is combine those like terms. So 3p plus 9p would be 12p, which should have been your answer. Another one that you guys really struggled with was this really long one, and I know it looks intimidating, but I'm going to help you break it down. So we've got 2p plus 8m plus 24 plus 3s minus 5m plus 12p minus 18. Now, I know it looks bad, but I promise you it's not that difficult. So really what you want to do is combine your like terms. So I always start with the first variable in the question, or in the expression, pardon me. So we would start with 2p and then find any like terms. So when I look through here, 8m is not a like term, 24 is not a like term, 3s, 5m, those are not, 12p, and it's plus 12p. So 2p plus 12p equals 14p. Okay, then we go to our next one. And our next variable is m. And always go with variables before individual numbers because that's the order that they should be placed in your simplified expression. So it should always be a variable before an individual number. So our next term that we're going to find is 8m. And we have to look for like terms. So 24, 3s minus 5m equals 3m. So we go to our next one. So we're going to skip over 24 because it's a single digit, and we're going to go with 3s. And there are no other like terms for 3s, so that one just stays there. And then we go back to our individual numbers, and we have 24 minus 18 equals 6. And then we just put them together. So start at the top. 14p plus 3m plus 3s plus 6. And there's your answer. Again, it looks intimidating, but if you are using the proper tools and you're going the correct way, you'll be fine. Another one I noticed some people had some trouble with was this question. 7c plus 5c plus 3 plus 4c minus 2. Okay, again, I know this looks intimidating. I promise you it's not that bad. But you need to remember PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That is the order that you must do these for the answers to be correct. So if you notice in this problem, there are parentheses. So what you're going to do is use your distributive property, and you're going to distribute this 5 to the c and the 5 to the 3. So your new expression becomes 7c plus 5c plus 15 plus 4c minus 2. So again, we're just going to combine some like terms here. 7c plus 5c, is 12c, plus 4c is 16c, right? Let me actually type that out. So 7c plus 5c plus 4c equals 16c. Okay, and then we have 15 minus 2, which equals 13. So you have 16c plus 13. And that's your answer. Okay? And then another longer one we'll do just for practice is 6 plus 2d plus 16 plus 3d minus 11 minus d. Okay, so again, we're just going to combine like terms. So we're going to start with our variable. So we have 2d plus 3d minus d. So 2d plus 3d is 5d minus d is 4d. Then we go down to the next one, and we have 6 plus 16 minus 11. And that gives us 11. So your answer should be 4d plus 11. Okay? So those are expressions. Again, you are not solving, you are just simplifying. So your answers are, going to look something like this. Okay? All right, so let's talk equations. Equations you do solve. Equations are a variable and a number, and then you're solving because you see the equal sign. Anytime you see an equal sign, we're going to solve. So to solve an equation, you need to get the variable by itself. So in order to do that, we have to do the opposite operation to both sides of the problem. So if we have z plus 16 equals 3, we would do z minus 16 equals 3 minus 16. And then you're just going to solve. So if you're taking a 16 away from this side, these two are just canceling each other out. So you get z. And then you're going to do this side. So we're going to take 16 away from 3. So if you're taking something away from a number and you have a smaller number and you're taking away a larger number, you're going to get a negative number. So this one should be negative 13. Okay? So these are pretty simple, guys. You just need to remember how to do the operations as far as to getting the variable by itself. So we'll do another practice problem. M plus 3 equals 4. So again, we're just going to subtract the 3 from this side, and we're going to subtract the 3 from that side. So the 3's cancel each other out, so it's m equals, and then 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay? And then another one, x plus 12 equals 20. So we're going to subtract 12 from both sides. And don't mind me, I can't type today. So again, these two cancel each other out. So x equals 20 minus 12 is 8. Okay? And then for the last one that I want to show you is 4x equals 44. Now 4x, if you remember, that's multiplying. So to get x by itself, we're going to have to divide. So it's going to be 4x divided by 4 equals 44 divided by 4. So if we take the 4x on this side that we're multiplying and we divide it by 4, x stands alone. And then this side we just have to divide. 44 divided by 4 equals 11. Okay? So if you guys have any other questions or you're still not understanding, please let me know, because I am more than happy to explain it to you. And I am going to upload this video for you, and then I'm going to get the retest sent out. So if you have any questions, remember to send me an email or a hangout, and I'm here to help.